Hi everybody, it's Dara and we are in the kitchen and I am going to make the quickest dinner and I wanted to share it with you because I've been eating a lot of raw food and I've been feeling so great. I do eat cooked food, but the times I want to feel most hydrated, most alive, most youthful, and most energized, I want as many raw vegetables as possible. So I did something that you can all do at home. There's a lot of sprouts in here. I probably put too many. These are radish sprouts. I soaked them overnight, then I rinsed and drained them twice a day for 2 days. You rinse them, you turn them upside down and on an angle, maybe in the sink, leaning up in the sink, you just let it drain and they have grown beautifully. I think they've outgrown their space. So what I'm going to do is pour some out into another bowl and then into a jar, but we can eat these for dinner tonight. And they can grow some more. So they're spicy, they're radishy, and I think they would go well with some julienne zucchini. So I am going to use my Borner V-Slicer, and if there's anything you want that I'm using in the kitchen, I've put my favorites on DARA'S, so you can see what I favor there. So let's see, I'm gonna get the comments going because I see some of you are here. Spicy. So we can have a little tahini, a little bit of avocado. I'm making a sprout zucchini medley with, I'm going to use, this is a jar of sauce that I made the other day. This is cashew, what's for dinner. So it's going to be these gorgeous radish sprouts that took me 2 days. And then there's going to be some romaine chopped up, and then zucchini just julienned with my Borner V-Slicer. And then the dressing can be one of two things. It can be so simple, mashed avocado if you have. If you don't, then I'd say some tahini and a little bit of olive oil and some lemon juice. Yay, we're live. Hi, Diane. We got some OGs in the house. So why? We want to see, okay, now I can see your comments. Can I see your comments? Yes, I can. Howdy, Diane. Hi, Chicago. Hey, Crystal in Las Vegas. So we're having a raw dinner and we are going to be, I have half of a romaine. I love to wash the romaine ahead of time and then leave it in the refrigerator in a towel so it dries, because wet romaine will water out your dressing. So this dressing that I have already made, water, cashews, nutritional yeast, garlic, you could use raw garlic, you can use powdered garlic, salt, pepper, and I'm sure it has lemon. If you don't have fresh lemon, apple cider vinegar is a good trick for these times. And if you don't have avocado, then use tahini. I'm going to do a bottom of the bowl dressing. And I'm sorry you can't see but I'll show you as I go. So I can do bottom of the bowl with avocado and olive oil and a little tahini, or I can use this, or I can save this for another day. This makes such a good dip. So I highly recommend making this one. Hi. So let's do, what do you think, you guys? Should I do the bottom of the bowl dressing or use the dressing I already have? I don't know. I feel like I'm in the mood for tahini. I didn't even let you answer. Let's see if I can find my tahini. I can. The lighting is weird. It's nighttime. I didn't put makeup on. I decided to just show up because that's how I used to do things. Hannah the Herb in Portugal. The herb, not the herb. Hey, Grass Officer, good evening. So we're all together, and that's the important part. We're all together, inspiring each other to eat healthy, right? So since we're doing a classic, I need to show you that I'm gonna pull the camera back. How about if I do that? What do you think? I'm gonna pull the camera back so you can see. I'm not really set up that well at the moment, and I think that's okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna be super weird and crooked. You guys are so patient with me. I have very good news for anyone who's purchased my life tools, any one of the North nodes or the astrogeography. You can get your individual North node. You can, thank you, Roller Girl. You can partake in my Zoom meeting that I'm doing Saturday, and it's so fun, and I talk about the North nodes, and I'm gonna tell you what you can do in this particular time that's so crazy to satisfy your soul's wish, which is your North node. So now you can see part of me. Let me move down this way. We're setting up. Okay. We're winging it. We're winging it. We're in the kitchen and we're winging it, and that's fine. I hope this gives you permission to not be perfect, because perfect, as my mother said, is so boring, Dara. You know what she also said, you guys? She said, this too, and this too shall pass. And when something weird happened, or something I was bummed about, she would say, bad things happen to people, Dara. This isn't one of them. So passing on Beverly's wisdom. So now we have our tahini, and I feel like using the avocado if it's still good, because that's sad to waste avocado. So that's what's gonna happen, and we will see about that. This is live, Sky Lily. Roller Girl's been with me a long time. We got some OGs in the house. Are you having sharp knives at home? Sharp knives are, let's see if it's good, and I didn't, oh, it's pretty good. There's some pieces that are brown, so I will scoop those out. And then I'm gonna mash the avocado with the tahini and maybe some lemon juice. The bottom of the bowl is so nice. If you're just drizzling olive oil, that's fine, salt, pepper. But if you have something thick like tahini, you can't put a blob of it over your vegetables, right? You have to mash it. And so I find the bottom of the bowl is a great way. A food processor is a great way, but if you don't want to dirty a lot of things, then bottom of the bowl is the jam. So this bowl I got in Paris and brought it home, but guess what? It's on my website and you can get it on Amazon. So I have the 2 sizes that I favor on my website. So any of the tools, which I'm about to show you, my V-slicer. So I compost everything, and I have this beautiful company called Compostable LA. They pick up my scraps. So we have sprouts, we have our avocado, we have our tahini so far. We definitely need salt. I'm using pink Himalayan. And we're gonna use some garlic powder. We don't need cayenne because these are radish sprouts and they're very spicy. You had a bottom of the bowl salad and had it for dinner tonight? Yay! So, it's the lazy girl's guide if you don't want to do dishes, because I'm telling you, you guys were home a lot and ideally we're making our food, but sometimes you can get really tired of all the dishes. So this one I can make in here and then serve some of it to me in here and some of it in another bowl. The most important thing is getting the fresh nutrients in. So substitutes here, I'm smashing avocado and tahini. If you don't have avocado, it's totally fine. Just have tahini and olive oil. And if you don't have fresh lemon, it's such a good idea to keep apple cider vinegar in the house, which I have to see if I even have. Oh, this is fluffy and gorgeous. And this, you need the fat because the sprouts are radish sprouts and they're super spicy. But the wateriness of the zucchini and the fat from the avocado and tahini are gonna sort this out. I am going to find a lemon. It's great to see you too. So the bowl is from Paris. Isn't that funny? And I've been communicating. Oh, I'm gonna add a treat. I'm gonna make it a little fluffier. This is something that I have to have in the house. I need my probiotics, and coconut pulp makes the most delicious coconut yogurt full of probiotics. So this is like medicine. We're gonna put some in, because why not? They ship in the US. Is it 3:30 a.m. with me? No, it's 7:39 at night. We have our lemon. I never used to keep my lemons in the fridge, but at this time when I am not going to the market, I don't go. I used to go every day to the market. I was very European. I would get a little food, come home. Now I got to be a little more American and have some stock. I consider myself like a prepper. I'm like a pretty prepper. I naturally prep. Like I naturally like to have almonds and sunflower seeds. And now with all of this food making at home, I find myself going back to my raw food roots because it's what I know the best. It's making food from scratch and making your own almond oat milk and making your own sauces and making your own and getting creative, but simple and creative. Like I do not like fancy food. Do I have a meditation practice? That's so funny. I draw in the morning as a meditation, and sometimes I lie down and I meditate. I don't really sit up straight. The brand of yogurt is Coconut Cult. This diet is the anti-Bill Gates vaccine diet and pro-health and cure diet. We got this, people. Hey, Sky Lily Love. This is immune system supporting. If I wanted to, I could put some astragalus in as the anti-Bill Gates diet, you're calling it. This is like the rebels diet. This is the, we don't need no vaccines. We can we don't have to be worried. Let's put some astragalus in, which boosts the immune system, you guys. Woo, we're going crazy. So Jing Herbs is open. You can get a DARA discount. Tonifies the chi. It's good for the spleen and the lung. So if you want to boost your spleen, and it's protective chi, it supports the immune system. So I put it in my tonics, I put it in my smoothies. You can use a DARA discount if I didn't say that, which I think I did. This is lovely. So I want to taste it to see if it's salty enough, but oh my gosh, it's tangy. The Coconut Cult probiotic yogurt's tangy and a little bit of lemon. So I feel like this is just a gorgeous, fluffy, creamy dressing. And I'm thinking that these radish sprouts, if I pour them into a bowl with water, maybe the little shells would float to the top. I'm accustomed to doing mung bean sprouts that don't have shells like that. They do. I forgot the protocol. Will they hurt me to eat them? Probably not. They're fresh, they're clean, they're rinsed. So Coconut Cult, they're on Instagram, and they have you can get a starter pack of 2 jars. You could get 2 jars a month. You could get 4 jars a month. They're doing a discount. They ship it cold. I don't know if that's what you want to do, but if you do need it, you can get it. You can also take probiotics. You can add probiotic pills to your cashew dressing. There's ways that you can get it in by opening up a pill and putting it in your smoothie, so you don't have to have the yogurt. It's just something I really, really like in the morning, and I just feel like I'm having the best thing for my immune system and my digestion. So now we have our dressing, and all we have to do is put in sprouts and zucchini. So I am going to show you what I do with the zucchini that's so exciting. Do you guys know I live in a magic bubble? I do. Okay, so I cut the end of the zucchini. I just wash it. I put on my protection glove, which I have on my website. And it's kind of important because I like to use the whole zucchini, and if I slip or if I go too far, I will cut myself. I live in a magic bubble. I live in a beautiful, happy, health, immune supporting, because I know, you guys, that stress and fear can make us sick. We could be eating the most perfect diet, but if there's a number of things. If someone is stressing us out, if we tap into the news too much, if we say yes to doing something we don't want to do, or say no to something that we do want to do, we are repressing our spirit. And that represses our whole system and our immune system. So I've had the experience where I've been not entirely emotionally happy, and it shows up in my health, and that is what we want to avoid. So anything you can do to make yourself happy And I will tell you that it is encoded in your North Node. Your North Node is your spiritual shining star. It literally spells out what makes you happy. Mine is a Taurus North Node, so making beautiful food from the earth literally lights up my soul. And when I light up my soul, I inspire you guys to adopt some of this. When you do your North Node practice, you become sparkly and happy and inspire others. And that's what we all need to be doing, is lifting each other up. So I'm going to put in this blade, the smaller blade, and let me turn on other lights because it's looking super weird in here. Let's see if this helps our situation. Does it? I don't know. My meditation is drawing. I tried to sit for 5 minutes earlier and then I got hopped up to make dinner and make a video. So putting this in is like kind of, I usually just like to leave this blade in. I don't know why I ever took it out because this is the blade I use all the time. And so now you get to see me struggle. And I use this, I can't even tell you how many times I've used this. And now, like this. Yeah, something like that. You just want to be really careful because these blades are sharp, sharp, sharp. So I get to julienne this right into in here, but the dressing's in here, and so that could get kind of messy on the end. So let's julienne it. I feel like Michael Jackson. Let's see if this is, oh yeah, it's perfect. These little julienne pieces are so cute. You could do it a little thicker. If you want this to last in the fridge, or you're making it a number of hours in advance, you don't want them that little because zucchini sweats, but I want them little now. But bigger ones will last longer. And if it's a hearty dressing, but I think this is gonna be great. Little julienne. This is for like a light sauce, and the sauce I have is not that light. Like if you were just doing olive oil or a little tomato sauce would be so nice. So anytime you have vegetables, you guys, if you're sick of doing dishes and you don't want something fancy, the other day I literally just took a vegetable peeler and I sliced into a bowl. Then I drizzled a teeny bit of olive oil, salt, garlic powder. I used a little titch of this bitchin sauce. Bitchin sauce. Oh my God, I first found it when I was in Utah and I saw it at Air One and I got so excited. And then they reached out to me and they were like, we want to send you some. And I was like, yeah, they gave me coupons, but I use it anyway. And their cilantro chili one is like off the hook. There's like an Indian one. Look at that. Oh, you can't see. Sorry. Let's move you back just a drop. This is so satisfying. Can you see? Yeah, this is like crazy satisfying. This is old school DARA style. I can't tell you how many things I've julienne. I could julienne carrots right now. Basically, julienne what you have. And what you figure is like if you're feeding 2 people and it's only zucchini, you figure 1 to 2 zucchini per person, like a medium zucchini. Very water-filled, water-rich. They fill you up, but I figure 1 to 2, depending on how hungry. But since we're using romaine and radish, I think I can get away with 1. I could always add more. Oh, she's asking North Node questions. You guys, I'm answering North Node questions in my Zoom meetings. All right, I'll answer this one. Carmen, what about Sagittarius North Node in the 4th house? So Sagittarius North Node speaks of foreign cultures, getting on a plane and going far away, perhaps not living in the place of your birth. It speaks of traveling far and wide, expanding your horizons via actual travel or through higher learning. And so you may not be able to travel now, but you can do your higher learning and you can watch things from faraway places and expand your horizons and speak about them in the 4th house. So that's the arena. The house is the arena that you're supposed to be your Sagittarius fabulous self in. So if it's in the 4th house, that has to do with home. So that sounds like a bit of an opposition. It's not quite an opposition, but it speaks of, it does kind of speak of armchair traveling. This is an interesting one. For those of you who don't know about the North Nodes, you can read about them on my website. But it would tell me that right now, especially, your arena is not necessarily home, although it could be home. And it definitely could be with your family, working with members of your family. The arena is also, we think about all aspects of the fourth house, which is ruled by the moon and has the undertone of Cancer, is that we think about everything that is Cancerian. And it's not only home, it is home, but it's also having a home inside of yourself so that you're at home wherever you go. And that your arena has to do with everything having to do with Cancer and the moon, which is intuition, tapping into your inner child, your intuition, your feelings. So you take that wherever you go. So you can have your free-spirited, higher learning self at home, or you can take your home and have your business have to do with children or the past, or there's such a full expression of the moon in Cancer. So I really encourage people to know their node, North Node, to know the North Node house placement. And there's a DARA special, capital D-A-R-A special. You can get 20% off on any of the life tools, is to know your house placement and then consider the full expression, the full menu of what each one has to offer, and pick the ones that speak to you. But it's home within yourself. There you go, Carmen. So in these Zoom meetings, I'm sharing with people how I put the story together, because it's a language, and then you consider all the possibilities and choose the ones that speak to your heart and your soul. So there's never good or bad. So inspired to get raw foods again. Yes, Hannah, that's what's happening around here. It just happened naturally. Like, we started cleaning the house and we cleaned out the dehydrator, my big one. And I found 2 petrified, beautiful looking falafel balls. And I was like, oh, I need to fire it up again. So I got some buckwheat and I soaked buckwheat and I made, this gorgeous granola I have to show you. This is so pretty. And you can serve this with white rice. It could be raw fusion, or you could eat it alone. Hold on. I need to show you 2 things I did in the dehydrator. Are you ready? So now you don't need to see. I want to move you over here so I can be in the, let's put you right here. We can get a little bit less beard lighting. They should not smell. No, the sprouts should not smell, my loves. And if they smell, then you didn't rinse them enough. They should not smell. So these just grew that big today. So they're going to be transferred into another situation. So this is what we're making now. Avocado, tahini, salt. I could add garlic. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so live and so fresh. Black pepper. You could add cayenne. You can make this. Put a little habanero sauce. And so, isn't that just so? And yes, I will separate these radish sprouts. Oh, that's funny. Radish sprouts into 2 separate jars and let them grow a little bit longer. But these smell gorgeous. Fresh. No, they shouldn't smell. Try rinsing and rinsing, and if it still smells, then you have to toss them. So this is, first, no, let me show you. First, I decided to sprout buckwheat, and they grew these little tails, and then, so they're sprouted, and then I mixed them in with blueberries. You could use raisins or currants, and then I put in some Go Raw sunflower seeds that have black pepper on them, and the black pepper infused itself, and it's such a surprising element to the vanilla that I added. I use vanilla extract. The blueberries, vanilla. It has black pepper and salt and some maple syrup. And I dehydrated it, and it's just gorgeous. I served that with fresh almond milk, and everyone who tried it has loved it. So the next day, because I had made almond cashew milk or almond oat milk, it doesn't matter, in my almond cow, I was left with this very moist pulp. And I decided to mix in oats, coconut sugar, mulberries, dried mulberries, some Go Raw seeds. That's it. I didn't think it was going to stick together like cookies. I thought I needed ground flax. I didn't have ground flax. And guess what? If I had shaped these into cookies, they would have been cookies because they taste like cookies. So these are oatmeal cookies made with almond cashew pulp. What the heck? They're so good. So I was asked to make a recipe, so I think I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Next, what do you think? Okay, in this dish, at the bottom of the bowl, avocado, someone can write this for me, avocado, tahini, coconut cold probiotic yogurt, salt, lemon. Remember, you can use apple cider vinegar if you run out of lemon. Then I julienned zucchini and added my fresh sprouts. Shall I taste it? It's so delicious. It's so delicious. I haven't tried it yet. That's funny. I'm so sure. Oh yeah. Off the hook. Did I add garlic? Because it tastes like it. Let's add some garlic. It's delicious. I love these. So let's say you didn't have sprouts. You'd still do the zucchini. If you didn't have zucchini, do cucumber. If you have any vegetables, julienne them and do the same dressing. So, yeah, there's that. There you have it. Oh yeah. So I'm really excited. Zucchini, once you julienne it, it's gonna lose its life. So I recommend eating this right away. That's my opinion. It's now time, and I'm sharing this. And the person I'm sharing this with will have it on a bed of rice, and I'm gonna put a little hot sauce and chop up a little romaine. In fact, I think I'll chop up romaine to go in here because the more greens and freshness, the merrier. So I'm so glad you love it. I got the inspiration like the old days, like turn on a camera. I was like, oh, should I go put on lipstick? And the answer was no. Sometimes if you don't ignore inspiration, it leaves. It's just gone, or you get caught up, or somebody interrupts you. Like, inspiration is inspiration, and today is Mars Day. Tuesdays ruled by the planet Mars, and gotta tell you, that's just do it. That's not, don't wait for things to be pretty, and don't wait for things to be harmonious. Don't wait for things to be perfect. Take action now. So I'm taking action and making this video, and I get to hang out with you guys. I'm so glad. Oh, Lolita, love Lolita. You're gonna try it? Yay. So I'm gonna add some romaine, just boost it up. I could add carrots, I could add red pepper. Okay, my loves, that's the fun of it. I'm gonna see you super soon on Instagram, Dara DuMonet, posting lovely things over there. Oh my gosh, it smells so fresh. It's like jumping out of the bowl. Here, try some. I'll see you soon, and definitely get your greens on.